downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go. 54. Check. Get it.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. This is caught. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Zach Gentry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All day, baby. All day. We
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
My, oh, my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Pull it high. Hey, high 7.
At the 47-yard line.
2nd and 3. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And now look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Pick, baby. You see it all day. Pick.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it not just one tip, but multiple tips. Just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Check 56. Pilot, 64. Weak. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, foxtrot. Watch the ship. Slam. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
These two teams all tied after one. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Go. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Back to throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
They're going to try and throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Squeeze, double.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's got it. And he's brought down. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
First and goal, Arizona.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake.
55.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Big hit.
Brings up second and goal at the Steelers' 1-yard line.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
It's Coleman here, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. To throw, it's Murray. Steps, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 5. That's complete to Jake Butt. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Hey, Roy. No. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Shoot.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Back to throw now on 1st down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Zoo. Check. Lead grip.
They'll set up a throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
You don't want no problem with me.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready? 50, plant. Check, Mike, 54. Recon, 132 fighter. Check. Check it out. Hey, wahoo.
They'll look to throw here. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
Mike, 54. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The 3rd down pass intended for DK Metcalf.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You don't know no better. Mike 52.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Check. Watch 54. Watch it.
Looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2 times, 2 times. 4 down, check, 4 down.
On first down, Drake. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Right back to Drake. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. 25 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to... Let's go!
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Yes, yes.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Alpha. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You can't block me. You can't block me.
2nd and 11. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Hey, let's go. Interception all day, baby.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands.
Now Drake loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go.
Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly...
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, check Mike 33. Mike 33. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hey. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Mike, check 34.
Operating from the gun, Wakefield. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Back to throw, Wakefield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the second round there defensively. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey.
To throw again, Wakefield. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10. That'll be complete to Breida. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Ready?
Throwing again. Wakefield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Wakefield. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Wakefield. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. The extra point up and good. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Running, it's Drake. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And an alley to run. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike.
2nd and 1. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54. We own them. We own them. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Oh.
Throwing on first down. Wakefield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You gonna get this boy?
Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, watch the leg. Hey, watch that.
And the blitz does come. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
He's back to throw. And it's caught. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Here we go.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
On first down, Wakefield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Focus, defense, focus. 56 to Mike. 56 is Blue Dan. Mike 56, Mike 56. Switch up. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check 56. Here we go, D. Defense all day.
To throw again, Wakefield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
54. Shot. 54. Pick it up.
Throwing on 3rd and long, Wakefield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now, one final throw incomplete. And time will run out here in the fourth quarter, and we are going to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. On first down, it's Drake. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike's 50. Watch the pass.
What can Murray do now with his drive? That's going to be caught by Kirk. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. On first and goal, Drake. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for third. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage you gave, they're really kind of gravy. And this just...
And he is in for the score!